Alaska, often nicknamed America's last frontier, and famous for its untouched wilderness, is filled with different animals and beautiful scenery. But this faraway area has since become a hub for strange and mysterious events, with people often reporting seeing UFOs, ghosts, and scary creatures resembling Bigfoot. Now, can science provide rational explanations for these mysterious events? Or will the mysteries of the wilderness forever defy conventional understanding? Join us on this captivating adventure as we uncover how the U.S. Navy is mobilizing after this just appeared in Alaska, the mysteries of Alaska. Aside from being popular for its vast, untouched wilderness and teeming diversity of wildlife and stunning landscapes, Alaska, one of America's most remote regions, has equally gained notoriety for being a hotspot for unexplainable occurrences. One such enigma is the Alaska Triangle, a place steeped in supernatural lore and conspiracy theories. There are different ideas about why people disappear in this area, like strange magnetic fields messing up compasses, aliens taking them away, or even meetings with a scary creature called a Wendigo, a monster from the stories of Algonquin Native American tribes known for eating people. People who saw strange things in an episode of a Discovery Channel show talked about spotting UFOs in the region. They described seeing triangle-shaped objects that didn't fly like normal planes. Also, seasoned rescue workers who look for missing people shared their experiences. They talked about hearing ghostly voices and feeling lost and dizzy, caused by something strange in the Alaskan wilderness that nobody understands yet. Debbie Ziegelmeyer, a UFO expert, thinks aliens might like Alaska because there aren't many people there. Johnny Enoch, who investigates spooky things, guessed that maybe the military has something to do with it secretly. The native Tlingit and Tsimshian peoples have their interpretation of the mysterious disappearances. They speak of the Kushtaka, a creature that can change its shape and prowls the wilderness of Alaska in search of human prey. While some liken it to the folklore surrounding Bigfoot, the Kushtaka is said to be far more malevolent in its actions. According to legend, these otter-like beings masquerade as trusted relatives or friends and approach those who are lost or injured. They then lead their unsuspecting victims deeper into the wilderness, where they meet a gruesome fate, torn apart or transformed into another Kushtaka. This chilling legend holds particular significance in southeastern Alaska. Stories passed down from generation to generation talk about strange lights in the sky, making this region even more captivating. The stunning landscape, especially the Gulf of Alaska, is at the heart of this mystery, which plunges to depths of 26,000 feet. These unexplored waters stir the imagination, sparking discussions about hidden secrets. One fascinating idea is the presence of strange creatures beneath Alaska's waters, leading to a rise in UFO sightings in recent times. The unique geography of Alaska, with its extensive coastlines and many lakes, provides perfect hiding places for underwater beings, according to Johnny Enoch. The many reports of UFO sightings include a shocking incident witnessed by the crew of an Army transporter ship near the Yan Islands. Despite detailed reports, sightings like these are often ignored or kept secret, making people wonder if a cover-up is happening on purpose. People like Beverly Sue Waltz have seen strange things, and their stories give us a peek into the mysterious world of UFOs in Alaska. Waltz talks about seeing thousands of UFOs coming out of the ocean really fast and quietly, which is hard to explain. Pilot Theo Chesley also had an experience with UFOs near the Alaskan mountains. He watched disc-shaped things turn into balls and hover around volcanoes, challenging what we usually think. Even though these stories are weird, we have to pay attention because a lot of people are saying similar things. These stories give us clues about what's going on in Alaska and make us think differently about what we don't understand. Secrets of the Alaskan Black Pyramid. In the freezing, faraway parts of Alaska, hiding in the shadow of Mount McKinley, there's a mystery hidden deep underground, a huge black pyramid. The pyramid is rumored to rest 700 feet under the surface, with its peak towering almost 150 feet above the ground. The Alaskan Black Pyramid's story starts with a surprising twist from a whistleblower in China during the Cold War era. They claimed that the United States and China were working together secretly to study this mysterious structure hidden beneath the Alaskan ground. This pyramid, said to be even bigger than the famous ones in Egypt, immediately captured people's imaginations. At first, many dismissed the whistleblower's claims. But when retired U.S. Army intelligence officer Lieutenant Colonel Philip J. Corso backed up the story, things got more interesting. He described the pyramid as ancient and possibly built by aliens. The pyramid, made of dark solid basalt and crafted with incredible precision, hinted at engineering skills way ahead of its time. The way the pyramid is built and where it's placed seems to match up with certain groups of stars, especially Orion, which is also linked to the pyramids in Egypt. This connection to Orion, which was important in a bunch of old cultures, might mean the pyramid was like a map or compass for the stars, helping the folks who built it figure out where they were going. Perhaps it was like a giant clock or a lookout tower for keeping an eye on what was happening up in the sky. Some folks think there's a connection between the pyramid's design and stories from ancient Sumeria about powerful beings called the Anunnaki. These stories talk about beings who knew a lot about building stuff, watching the stars, and even messing with genes. The supposed involvement of the Anunnaki in shaping human history and their hunt for gold, which conducts electricity, makes the pyramid's purpose and beginnings even more mysterious. Research indicates that the pyramid might just be the tip of the iceberg, or in this case, the tip of a huge underground complex that could stretch for miles. Radar scans and digging into the earth suggest there might be secret rooms and tunnels hiding beneath the surface, possibly filled with ancient treasures or old records. Exploring these hidden spots could give us a glimpse into the daily routines and traditions of the people who built the pyramid. A journey of discovery. In September 1989, while working as a counterintelligence agent at Fort Richardson near Anchorage, Doug Muchler stumbled upon something that completely changed his life. As a routine part of his job, he needed to get familiar with the area, but without Google back then, he had to rely on old-school maps. As he studied the map, he noticed a strange blank spot in the mountains that caught his attention. However, being in the intelligence field meant he had to prioritize what he needed to know, so he brushed off his suspicions for the time being. Fast forward to 1992, when China conducted a massive underground nuclear test, sending shockwaves felt as far as Alaska. Local news stations even reported detecting a massive underground structure during the event, resembling a pyramid larger than the one in Giza, right where Doug had marked on his map. Doug anxiously waited for further updates, but to his surprise, no follow-up report ever came. When he tried to get a copy of the report from a nearby station, he was told that such a story had never been released. However, a junior reporter let slip that the tapes had been taken away, suggesting a cover-up. Despite a year passing, Doug couldn't shake off the strange events from his mind. In 1993, he decided to visit Fort Meade in Maryland, hoping to find answers in the military records. When he found the Alaska folder, two men suddenly appeared and confiscated the documents, telling him he wasn't authorized to access them. At that moment, Doug realized that his search for the truth had come to an end, although his suspicions remained. It took 20 years for Doug's discovery to become known to the public. It all began when he spoke to Linda Moulton Howe, an investigative journalist and expert on UFOs. Doug shared details about the pyramid with her, and in July 2012, Linda discussed it on a radio show. This sparked more stories and information about the pyramid from people who claimed to know, such as Bruce Pearson. Bruce's father had a peculiar encounter with the pyramid. He was flown there on a helicopter, thinking it was just a routine supply mission. However, upon arrival, they discovered an underground pyramid. The pilot mentioned it was an ancient structure, unrelated to anything nuclear, and it had the shape of a pyramid. During their helicopter journey, they noticed another aircraft following them, carrying 3 mysterious cases. Upon landing, they were confronted by armed individuals dressed in black who pointed guns at them. The cases were unloaded without any paperwork. Similar accounts about the pyramid have been shared by others. From stories of an underground pyramid in Alaska to mysterious sightings across the globe, there's a growing curiosity about hidden truths and a re-evaluation of human history waiting to be revealed. A fascinating story unfolded from a man identified only as the 46-year-old adopted son of a retired Western electric engineer. He recounted a mysterious tale told by his father about a dark pyramid hidden in Alaska. According to him, his father had been involved in working on a powerful electrical system within the pyramid back in the early 1960s. Adding to the intrigue, Linda received a call from an unidentified woman claiming to be a remote viewer. She described the pyramid and its surroundings vividly during her session, suggesting that its purpose was to harness Earth's energy. She also hinted at the possibility of extraterrestrial involvement, mentioning the presence of a humanoid figure guiding a group within the pyramid. Further mystery arose when Linda received another strange phone call, this time from a man on the East Coast. He corroborated Doug's claims, asserting that he had personally witnessed the immense underground pyramid in Alaska and possessed insider knowledge about its construction and dimensions. Another captivating narrative came from a retired naval captain who had been involved with top-secret radar installations in Alaska during the 1980s. He recounted a peculiar phenomenon he observed near Lake Minchumina, an immensely powerful electromagnetic source causing disruptions to aircraft and communications at his base. After revelations from Chinese tests, the captain made a significant connection. The cause of these disturbances was a massive underground pyramid-shaped structure nestled in the heart of Alaska. Strikingly, this structure was absent from maps or satellite imagery. Astonishingly, when he reported his findings to his superiors, they promptly threatened him with a court-martial. Amidst scarce details and a handful of purported military insiders sharing their accounts, the true origins of the pyramid remain shrouded in mystery. Some speculate that it could have been constructed by an incredibly intelligent ancient civilization. But why would authorities keep such a monumental discovery under wraps? The revelation of this structure's existence could spark a profound reevaluation of our perception of human history, lost in the wilderness. On May 27, 2020, Nathan Campbell, a 41-year-old man, arranged for a plane to take him from Talkeetna to a remote lake in Denali National Park's northwest corner. He packed camping gear, plenty of food in plastic tubs, and a two-way satellite communicator to keep in touch with his family. His plan? Spend the next 4 months alone in the heart of interior Alaska. It was an unconventional choice for a summer getaway. The plane dropped him off at Carey Lake, a vast stretch of blue surrounded by miles of untouched wilderness, known for its challenging landscape. Moving around meant tackling thickets of alder trees and deep beaver ponds. To reach the nearest town, Lake Minchumina, with just 20 residents, he would have to endure a tough week of trekking through the bush. But Campbell wasn't just out for leisure, he had a mission. During the flight, he confided in his pilot, Jason Sturgis, about his plan for the summer. Campbell's goal? To find the elusive Black Pyramid, a massive underground structure shrouded in internet conspiracy theories. According to these theories, the pyramid holds immense power and is so vital for national security that all traces of it have been erased from satellite images. Despite generations of bush pilots, trappers, and locals roaming the area, there were few mentions of a giant alien pyramid or secret base in central Alaska, as per archives of the Fairbanks Daily News Miner. Until Nathan Campbell arrived, no one had actively searched for it. Campbell might have believed in the story and based his summer adventure on it, but it's unclear. He could have spent weeks scouring the landscape for a hidden entrance to the rumored command center, lost in the mystery of the unknown. However, at some point, he encountered trouble. and never made it out alive. In mid-June, Campbell's satellite messages suddenly stopped. Concerned, his wife reached out to Sturgis, who suggested contacting a helicopter company to search the area of Campbell's last communication. The results of her inquiries or any search efforts remain unknown. What exactly happened to Campbell remains a mystery. Did he startle a bear, stumble into a beaver pond, or get caught in an unexpected snowstorm? No one can say for sure. All the national park security had to go on were scattered accounts and bits of evidence. Before his departure, Campbell had instructed his charter pilot, Jason Sturgis, to pick him up at Carey Lake in mid-September, just before the harsh Alaskan winter set in. After receiving this instruction, Sturgis flew back to Talkeetna. Little did he know, that would be the last time anyone saw Campbell alive. It wasn't until September 15th, the day Campbell was scheduled to be picked up but failed to appear, that the National Park Service sent a search team to Carey Lake. After combing through the dense foliage for days, rangers stumbled upon some of Campbell's belongings, damaged food containers, mildewed clothes, a torn tent, but found no sign of the missing man from Wasilla. The only clues were the rodent-gnawed remnants of his diary recovered from his tent. The last entry, dated late June, hauntingly stated, "Went to get water." And just like that, he vanished without a trace. On October 1st, 2020, Campbell was officially declared missing and presumed dead. Wherever he may be, one can only hope he found what he was searching for. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. As the twilight descended upon the rugged Alaskan wilderness, a strange anomaly pierced the serene landscape. Rising from the frozen earth like a forgotten relic of ancient times stood a colossal pyramid, its weathered stone bathed in an ethereal glow that cast long shadows across the snow-covered terrain. In a nearby naval outpost, alarm bells rang out as reports of the pyramid's sudden appearance flooded in. Accustomed to guarding the icy waters of the North Pacific, the U.S. Navy mobilized after this just happened in Alaska. As the Navy vessels approached, the pyramid seemed to pulse with otherworldly energy, sending shivers down the spines of even the most seasoned sailors. Speculations ran wild among the crew. Was it a remnant of an ancient civilization, a portal to another realm, or something far more sinister? With caution and determination, the Navy expedition ventured closer, their hearts pounding with anticipation and fear. What secrets lay hidden within the ancient stone structure? As they prepared to uncover the truth, the fate of not just Alaska but the entire world hung in the balance. Revealing ancient connections. The Black Pyramid is widely believed to be another mysterious addition to Alaska's intriguing military sites. One such site, the High-Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, HAARP, located near Fairbanks, has garnered widespread attention. Depending on whom you ask, HAARP's purpose ranges from triggering earthquakes for political purposes to studying the Earth's ionosphere. It's up to you to decide what you believe. Furthermore, the proposed location of the Black Pyramid holds significant strategic importance. Back in the 1930s, General Billy Mitchell, often hailed as the father of the U.S. Air Force, identified Lake Minchumina as a crucial point for major global connections. According to Mitchell, a B-52 aircraft departing from Lake Minchumina could reach cities like Tokyo, Beijing, Moscow, Paris, or even New York with a single tank of fuel. Mitchell's insights showcased how seemingly remote areas could play a pivotal role in wartime strategy. Imagine a weapon with the potential to disrupt worldwide communication, strategically positioned to target any major power in the Northern Hemisphere. It's a blueprint for a standard military base. To maintain absolute secrecy, it's essential to keep the Black Pyramid hidden in one of the most remote and inhospitable parts of the country. This ensures that only the most daring and skilled individuals, capable of surviving in the wilderness and facing challenges like swarms of mosquitoes and week-long storms, could ever uncover its mysteries. With all these reports swirling around, secret bases, government cover-ups, global warfare, ancient aliens, and pyramid power, it's easy to weave the narrative of the Black Pyramid. Alaska's terrain is notoriously volatile, as highlighted by a geological survey conducted by the U.S. Department of the Interior. This survey revealed widespread negative magnetic anomalies in the area. These anomalies have the potential to disrupt guidance systems, compasses, and other electronic devices, often leading to the disappearance or crash of planes and ships. Some theories even suggest that these anomalies could create portals to other dimensions, although this remains speculative. Nevertheless, the Alaska Triangle sees thousands of people mysteriously vanish every year, prompting researchers to delve deeper into the connections between the Alaskan pyramid, ancient indigenous cultures, and lost civilizations. Uncovering the mystery. In the 1990s, a top-secret military mission called Operation Black Gold was reportedly launched to explore the pyramid. The goal? Uncover its mysteries and see if it holds any powerful secrets. Leaked info and insider stories hinted at incredible discoveries. High-tech machinery, suggesting the pyramid might have been a power plant or some kind of giant transmitter, maybe even for talking to aliens. The few artifacts found during these explorations suggested the ancient builders were super smart, knowing about things way beyond what people of their time should have known. Plus, there were weird writings and symbols on the pyramid, kind of like what you'd find in ancient Sumeria or Egypt. This hinted at a possible link between the Alaskan Black Pyramid and other famous ancient wonders. The discovery and investigation of the pyramid were shrouded in secrecy, giving rise to many conspiracy theories. Some people thought the pyramid was just one piece of a giant puzzle of ancient structures scattered worldwide, all working together for a purpose we don't get yet. Local legends among indigenous folks, talking about a huge building buried in the ground, suddenly seemed more real with the pyramid's discovery. These stories, passed down for ages, even talked about how the stars had to be in a special lineup to activate the pyramid's powers and light up the sky. These old tales, once thought of as just stories, now seem like they might hold some truth about the pyramid's past. And when people went exploring inside the pyramid, they found stuff that didn't fit with what we thought ancient people could do. Like they found things that look like fancy electrical parts, kind of like what we use today. This hints that the pyramid might have been a power station or a giant phone for talking to other planets, powered by stuff like hot rocks or the Earth's magnetic field. Recently, a team of researchers from the University of Colorado Boulder made an intriguing find in a remote sandy cape on Alaska's western edge, a prehistoric bronze artifact made through casting. This discovery is unprecedented for the region, marking the first of its kind in Alaska. According to CU Boulder researcher John Hoff, the artifact was uncovered in an ancient Eskimo dwelling estimated to be around 1,000 years old. The artifact is a small piece, just a few inches in diameter, resembling a rectangular hook with a broken ring attached. The team found it while excavating a driftwood-constructed house nestled into a dune by the Inupiat Eskimos at Cape Espenberg on the eastern side of the Bering Strait on the Seward Peninsula. These houses, supported by driftwood, were integrated into the dunes due to the abundance of driftwood in the area, making it an attractive settlement location. Fortunately, a small piece of leather was attached to the object, allowing for direct radiocarbon dating, which provided a date of around 1,500 years. This suggests that the object is likely at least a couple of centuries older than the house, estimated to be no more than about 1,100 years old. The presence of the leather indicates that the object is older than initially thought. It's believed that the artifact likely originated in East Asia, possibly in the steppe region of southern Siberia, where bronze casting began thousands of years ago. It's presumed that both the cast bronze and some iron pieces came from this region, where people have been casting iron and bronze for millennia before the arrival of Eskimo and Inupiat communities in northwest Alaska. The finding of this object hints at the possibility of trade between Asian communities and Alaska, or it could have been brought over by an early settler. This discovery points to the potential for trade activity across the Bering Strait during that period. Moreover, considering that these early immigrants had just migrated from Northeast Asia, they might have carried the artifact with them. Beyond Alaska's secrets, the notion that an advanced society predating our own may have once thrived challenges our comprehension, especially considering our struggles to replicate similar pyramid construction techniques. Reports of puzzling pyramid sightings extend far beyond Alaska. Many researchers and eyewitnesses argue that the public is only aware of a fraction of the world's pyramids, with many intentionally concealed. Locations like Bosnia, China, the Bermuda Triangle, and Antarctica have been linked to reports of colossal pyramids over the years. This ongoing speculation fuels curiosity about the true purpose of pyramids and the immense potential power they might hold. Consider the Bermuda Triangle, for instance. Using sonar technology, oceanographer Dr. Meyer Verlag purportedly discovered massive glass pyramids submerged at a depth of 2,000 meters. Other scientific instruments suggest that these colossal glass structures are composed of a crystalline material and dwarf the Pyramid of Giza in Egypt by nearly 3 times its size. Dr. Verlag proposes that delving deeper into the mysteries of these pyramid-like formations could provide insights into the perplexing disappearances linked to the Bermuda Triangle. During a press briefing held in the Bahamas, scientists unveiled a report disclosing the exact coordinates of these pyramids. They emphasized that the technology used to detect them surpasses the comprehension of modern science. Further comprehensive research has the potential to unveil astonishing revelations about these underwater architectural anomalies. Some ponder whether these structures harbor a significant historical secret, perhaps tied to events like the last pole shift. Several Western scholars speculate that these submerged pyramids were originally constructed on land but sank due to a catastrophic earthquake. Conversely, some scientists argue that centuries ago, the waters of the Bermuda Triangle might have been associated with the activities of the ancient civilization of Atlantis, with the pyramids possibly serving as their supply depots. Such a discovery challenges existing archaeological theories. Initially identified by a doctor in the 1960s, the immense structure has recently been confirmed by independent diving teams from France and the US. However, there are much darker and more ominous secrets that experts have been tirelessly working to unravel.
In 1968, Dr. Ray Brown, a natural health practitioner from Mesa, Arizona, had an extraordinary experience while scuba diving in the Bahamas. Separated from his diving buddies underwater, Dr. Brown stumbled upon a massive structure resting on the ocean floor. This structure resembled a dark pyramid against the sunlit water backdrop. Despite his limited air supply, he managed to retrieve a peculiar crystal sphere from the site.
This crystal sphere puzzled researchers because of its strange properties. Over time, various theories have circulated linking Atlantis to pyramids powered by crystals. According to these theories, such structures could efficiently gather, store, and distribute energy. Indeed, experiments have shown that pyramids serve as natural electrical capacitors capable of accumulating and retaining energy. The composition of the pyramid, particularly if it's made of crystal or has a crystalline substance on top, could significantly enhance its energy potential. Crystals, renowned for their energy applications and piezoelectric properties, have been historically used in technologies like early radio receivers. These receivers utilized germanium crystals to capture and transform radio waves into electrical signals. The inherent power of the pyramid shape has intrigued researchers for years, suggesting its potential importance in unlocking ancient energy technologies. Pyramids have long been acknowledged for their ability to collect and amplify energy, resembling natural power stations. Recent reports even indicate that some ancient structures have begun emitting beams of energy into space, confirming their role as energy generators. One fascinating characteristic of pyramids, known as the cavity structural effect, CSE, was discovered by Dr. Viktor Grebennikov. He believed that pyramids could create an anti-gravity effect, and experiments with the CSE led to the development of rudimentary anti-gravity platforms. Grebennikov also claimed to sense energy emanating from the apex of a pyramid, describing it as an active zone where mysterious phenomena such as unusual sensations and even flames could be perceived. While some may argue that the Bosnian pyramid is a natural formation, evidence suggests otherwise. Before excavation, the Pyramid of the Sun in Teotihuacan, Mexico, appeared like an ordinary hill, challenging conventional interpretations. Yet, a comparison of images before and after excavation reveals its artificial construction. Another intriguing aspect linked to pyramids is the formation of energy vortexes, which can induce spatial distortions, including those documented in the Bermuda Triangle. Individuals who have survived incidents within the triangle have recounted encountering immense swirling vortexes that materialize and disappear unexpectedly. Some speculate that these vortexes, potentially generated by submerged pyramids releasing energy, might be accountable for the vanishing of ships and their crews. A call to exploration. The mysterious Alaskan pyramid invites future explorers to unlock its secrets. With the help of advanced tools like light detection and ranging and ground-penetrating radar, as well as breakthroughs in genetic and material sciences, we may finally uncover what lies hidden within its depths. These investigations could reveal insights into how the pyramid was built, its purpose, and the civilization behind it, potentially rewriting the history books. The alignment of the pyramid with celestial events hints at a profound understanding of the cosmos by its builders. Further research may explore how these alignments relate to significant astronomical occurrences, shedding light on ancient calendars and the pyramid's possible astronomical significance. This puzzling structure calls for collaboration among archaeologists, astrophysicists, engineers, and historians. Together, they could unlock ancient technologies with applications in our modern world, from sustainable engineering to space travel, tapping into the pyramid's speculated connection to ancient astronaut theories. Exploring the pyramid may also prompt a reassessment of ancient myths and legends, viewing them as potential historical records rather than mere tales. This could lead to a deeper understanding of lost civilizations and their advanced technologies, reshaping our perceptions of the past. As a site of immense cultural and historical importance, the pyramid warrants careful preservation and respectful scientific inquiry. Balancing the quest for knowledge with reverence for its sacredness and historical significance is essential. Beyond academia, the pyramid's influence extends to modern culture, spirituality, and thought. As a symbol of a technologically advanced ancient world, it challenges our notions of progress and inspires a more holistic view of humanity's journey through time. What are your thoughts on the Black Pyramid? Let us know your opinion in the comments below.